Hello students, in this video lecture we will discuss about transformer coupled amplifier at mid frequency. And this is what is the concept we try to discuss, the analysis of transformer coupled amplifier at mid frequencies. This is the basic circuit diagram which we have already come across, where we are trying to couple the two stages of the amplifiers with the help of a transformer. This is what even in the at the initial side, where we are trying to apply the source signal, we use a transformer here. Again here we use a transformer, and this is what is the transformer we try to use even at the load, at the source side, at the load side, and to couple the two different stages of the amplifier we try to use the transformer coupling. We know the main advantage of the transformer coupling: it provides a very good impedance matching, and at the same time it is also having a drawback. Frequency response is very poor, and at the same time whenever you try to use this transformer coupling and it doesn't amplify the signals properly at different frequencies. This happens only because of we have a intervening capacitance in the inductance. Because of this it results a distortion in the frequency response. Anyhow, let us go ahead with the analysis at the mid frequencies. In the mid frequencies we replace the stray capacitances with open circuit. Stray capacitances are open circuited, and the corresponding equivalent circuit we have. This is the source resistance Vs, which is a source voltage we are trying to apply, and this is the first stage of the input where we are trying to apply across the base of the transistor, and this is the HIE and Ib1, and this is IC1. This is the collector current, which is equal to HFE into Ib1, and this is at the output side, output impedance 1 by HOE1, and the output of the stage 1 is connected as an input for the stage 2 using a transformer. And this is what is the transformer having the primary turns is equal to N1 and the secondary turns is equal to N2, and across the secondary of the transformer we are trying to connect the input of the stage 2, which we are representing it as HIE2, which is an input impedance of stage 2. This is what is the output. Now let us go ahead with the analysis, and we are not going to be considering that RE and CE, only for reducing the complexity of the analysis. We just neglecting RE and CE from the circuit. In this analysis we try to derive both the current gain as well as the voltage gain. What will happen to the current gain and what will happen to the voltage gains whenever you are trying to use a transformer coupling. And the current gain formula, we know the formula, which is an output current divided by input current, the last current which is an output current, which is equal to Ib2 divided by Ib1. Ib2 divided by Ib1. This is the what is the relation we have already know from the current transformer, which is Ib2 divided by IC1, Ib2 divided by IC1, which is equal to N1 by N2. Ib2 is the output current, IC1 is the input current, which is equal to N1 by N2, primary turns divided by secondary turns. This is simply I2 divided by I1, which is equal to N1 divided by N2, which we normally call it as a current transformation. From this we can write the formula: Ib2 is equal to N1 divided by N2 into IC1. You consider we have a matching condition in the circuit, then the IC1 is given by, we know the basic formula for HFE. HFE is equal to IC by IB. IC is equal to HFE into IB. Under matched conditions it is exactly half. IC1 is equal to HFE into IB1 divided by 2. It's an average. Simply substitute this IC1 in IB2, and IB2 becomes as IB2 equal to N1 by N2 into HFE into IB1 divided by 2. Therefore, you try to calculate the current gain AI, which is equal to IB2 divided by IB1. From this equation, we can calculate IB2 divided by IB1, which you will get N1 by N2 into HFE by 2. Means the current gain of the amplifier not only depends upon the HFE value, and it also depends upon the number of turns in the primary as well as the number of turns in the secondary. It also depends upon the transformer parameters. Now let us proceed for the calculation of the voltage gain, and let us draw the equivalent circuit by replacing the transformer. This is what is the formula. V naught equal to, in the earlier discussions we have already come across this formula while we are discussing the transformer. This is what is ZL. ZL can be replaced with the basic formula N1 by N2 whole square into HIE2. Now from the circuit we can calculate that VC1. VC1 is equal to IB2 into N1 by N2 whole square into HIE2. We know the relationship between this IB2 and IC1. IB2 and IC1. IB2 is equal to minus IC1. Both are in opposite directions. Replace IB2, which is equal to minus IC1. So VC1 equal to minus of IC1 into N1 by N2 whole square into HIE2. And we already know this IC1, which is equal to HFE into IB1 by 2. You substitute this in the above equation. You will get VC1 is equal to minus of N1 by N2 whole square into HIE2 into HFE into IB1 whole divided by 2. From the circuit, VB1, which is equal to, you just come to this circuit. VB1 is equal to, this is what is the loop equation we need to apply, HIE into IB1. That's what VB1. VB1 equal to HIE into IB1. VB1 is equal to HIE into IB1. From this we can calculate IB1. IB1 equal to VB1 divided by HIE1. You just substitute this IB1 in this VC1. We will get VC1 equal to minus of N1 by N2 whole square into HIE2 into HFE divided by 2 into VB1 divided by HIE1. Let us consider both the transistors are having same type of a HIE. HIE1 is equal to HIE2 because both the configurations are common emitter. Assume that HIE1 and HIE2 both are same. Now both these two are gets cancelled. We will get VC1 equal to minus of N1 by N2 whole square into HFE VB1 divided by 2. From this we can write the formula VC1 by VB1, which is equal to minus of N1 by N2 whole square into HFE by 2. The basic voltage gain formula AV is equal to V0 divided by VB1. We can write it V0 is equal to AV equal to V0 by VC1 into VC1 by VB1. We try to write in this fashion: V0 by VC1 into VC1 by VB1. VC1 gets a cancel. We will get it as a V0 by VB1. This is again what is the formula. V0 by VC1, because we know the formula for basic formula for VC1 minus IC1 into N1 by N2 whole square into HIE2, and we know the formula for V0. V0 is equal to IB2 into HIE2. You just simplify this equation, we will get V0 by VC1 equal to minus IB2 divided by IC1 into N2 by N1 whole square. This is based on the current transformation relation we have. V0 by VC1 You simply substitute IB2 by IC1, which is equal to N1 by N2 here, minus N1 by N2, N1, N1, N2, N2 gets cancelled. You will get V0 by Vc1 equal to minus N2 by N1. This is what the formula for V0 by Vc1 minus N2 by N1. Now, you substitute both V0 by Vc1 as well as Vc1 by Vb1. We have already calculated Vc1 by Vb1. Now we have calculated V0 by Vc1. Substitute in the formula for voltage gain. AV is equal to, you will get minus N2 divided by N1 into minus of N1 by N2 whole square into HFE divided by 2. Minus minus becomes a plus. This is N2 by N1, this is N1 by N2 whole square, means you will get N1 by N2 into HFE divided by 2. You try to identify in this, we have got both current gain as well as the voltage gain as the same formulas, N1 by N2 into HFE divided by 2. We have already know the basic rule in case of a common emitter configuration. This common emitter configuration is having a high voltage gain and high current gains, but here in case of a transformer coupled, both the current gain and voltage gains are same, approximately the same, and at the same time their gains are depends upon the HFE as well as the turns in the transformer, the primary and the secondary of the transformer. This is what is the analysis for transformer coupled amplifier in the mid frequencies. Now we will proceed with one more important concept, which is the effect of cascading. You try to cascade a number of amplifier stages. What will happen to the bandwidth? That's what we call effect of cascading of amplifiers on bandwidth. Let us proceed. This is what is the basic block diagram we have. We have n number of amplifier stages. You are trying to apply the input Vi to the stage 1, and at the stage n you try to take the output. Then we need to look after what will happen to the bandwidth, whether the bandwidth is going to increase or decrease as the number of stages are increasing. Even we try to analyze what will happen to upper cutoff frequency as well as the lower cutoff frequency. Let us proceed. We know the basic relation between the basic frequency f and the higher cutoff frequency, or you call upper cutoff frequency. This is what is the relation we have: 1 divided by square root of 1 plus f by fh whole square. This is what is the formula we have already discussed. Now this is what is the formula for one stage, this is the formula for second stage, this is the formula for nth stage. You assume that all the stages are identical. Whenever you assume all the stages are identical, means it will simply, we can write it as f by fh. This is 1 by square root of 1 plus f by fh whole square. This one also 1 by square root of 1 plus f by fh whole square. Up to nth stage also we try to write the same formula, which is equal to 1 by root 2. This is what, assuming that all the stages are identical, then we will get the formula 1 divided by square root of 1 plus f by fh whole square into 1 divided by square root of 1 plus f by fh whole square, and so on for n number of stages, which is equal to 1 by root 2. This is what is you try to measure the gain at 3 dB. That's what we try to write, 1 by root 2. This is what is you try to calculate AV high divided by AV mid, which is equal to, this is what is the basic formula: AV high divided by AV mid equal to 1 divided by square root of 1 plus f by fh whole square, which is equal to 1 by root 2. This is what is the basic formula, or you can call it as a fundamental formula for calculating upper 3 dB frequency or lower 3 dB frequency. Now if all the stages are identical, let us write the formula as 1 by square root of 1 plus f by f whole square whole power n, which is equal to 1 by root 2. You remove this n and bring this to this side. This is very easy. This is what we have done. You try to remove this n and you bring over here, you will get it as a root 2 whole power n. Then ignore the numerators on both the sides. You will get the formula square root of 1 plus f by fh whole square, which is equal to 2 power 2 by n. Remove square roots on both the sides. You will get 1 plus f by fh whole square, which is equal to 2 power 1 by n. And you try to write the formula for f by fh whole square, which is equal to 2 power 1 by n minus 1. Now write the formula for fh square. You try to write the formula for fh square. It comes into the denominator. Fh square equal to f square divided by 2 power 1 by n minus 1. You calculate fh, which is equal to f divided by square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. This is what is the formula. And we need to analyze what will happen as the number of stages are increasing. N is the number of stages. What will happen to the upper cutoff frequency? As you try to cascade a more number of amplifier stages, the bandwidth is going to decrease. The bandwidth is going to decrease. We will see. Now, you write the formula. Otherwise, you write the formula as f equal to fh into square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. This is what? fh of n. This is what is a n number of stages for n number of stages, which is equal to fh into square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. Now, we do it for lower cutoff frequency also at low frequencies. At low frequencies, again we try to write the same formula, that is AV low divided by AV mid, which is equal to 1 by square root of 1 plus FL by F whole square. This is for one stage, this is second stage, this is third stage, and these are all multiplied, all the gains are multiplied with each other, which is equal to 1 by root 2, 3 dB cutoff frequency. Now, same type, assuming all the stages are identical, then we can write the equation like this: FL by F, removing that FL1, FL2, FLN, simply we will write FL. This is what is the generalized formula now, whenever you are assuming that all the amplifier stages are identical. Now it will become 1 by square root of 1 plus FL by F whole square whole power n equal to 1 by root 2. You simplify this. 1 plus FL by F whole square equal to 2 power 1 by n. FL by F equal to square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. You will get FL is equal to F into square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. F equal to, we can write the formula FL divided by square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. Otherwise, FL of n, any number of stages, n number of stages, rather than saying any number of stages, let us call it as a number of n number of stages. FL of n is equal to FL divided by square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. Let us see how it is going to be affecting on the bandwidth. This is what is the bandwidth. You try to, this is for stage 1, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Means as you are trying to increase the number of stages, this is for a single stage. This is for the single stage. This is what is the bandwidth. Whenever you are trying to increase 2 stages, the bandwidth is going to, this is for stage 2. This is what is the upper cutoff frequency, this is the lower cutoff frequency. You go for stage 3, this is the upper cutoff frequency and this is the lower cutoff frequency. You go for stage 4, this is the upper cutoff frequency and this is the lower cutoff frequency. As this is very much clear that as you are trying to increase the number of stages, the bandwidth is going to decrease. This is one important factor we need to remember. Whenever you are trying to cascade a number of stages, the advantage voltage gain and the current gains are going to increase. At the same time, the major problem is the overall bandwidth of the amplifier gets decreases, and we need to ensure that what is my exact bandwidth requirement, what is the voltage gain requirement, and what is the current gain requirement. Based on these conditions, we need to choose the number of stages in multi-stage amplifier. This is about the effect of cascading of amplifiers on bandwidth.